Hey everyone, it's Elise, your kitchen shrink, and you're watching ETV, the place to be to create delicious health and a life you love. And it's Q&A Wednesday, and we've got a question from Linda. So Linda writes, Dear Elise, the holidays are in full swing. Family and friends are constantly talking about weight loss or how to not gain weight this holiday or how they can't lose weight or that they weigh too much. And I also see it everywhere, from magazines to TV commercials to my salad dressing bottle saying 33% less fat, light, all this stuff. I'm all on board with not changing where I'm at right now with my weight, but with everyone else talking about change, it makes me feel like I have to change too, or go on a diet or lose weight. It's so hard when others around me support the weight loss mentality and I try to shift their view as well. There are certain habits that I see when my spouse does, so the next thing I know, I'm doing them too, like weighing myself daily, which leads me to pretty negative thinking. So how can I switch my weight loss mentality so I'm not always thinking about losing weight? I need help. So this is such a great question, and I so appreciate you asking this, especially around this time of the year, because we get so many messages from everywhere, from all these sources, our family, our friends, the media, and it gets a little mucky. The water gets a little mucky. And I feel like there's two main messages. One of the messages is eat this, drink that, there's all this food galore. And then the other message that starts ramping up around this time and then certainly into the first of the year is lose weight. So it can be hard when we're only hearing and seeing one side of the weight debate, and we're so focused on losing the weight and focus on the number that we're not actually focusing on what we're gaining. And I'm not talking about pounds. So here are 6 tips to switch your weight loss mindset into a gain. And again, it's not about the pounds. So tip number 1 is don't diet this holiday season. Make a commitment to yourself that you're not going to diet. So what you're doing is you're saying no to restricting, deprivation, starvation. You're saying no to that, because the holidays are all about abundance, love, enjoying who you're with, what you're doing, and you don't have any time for feeling all those other things that diets often, all the baggage that they carry with them. So just make a commitment that you're not going to diet this holiday season. The second tip is to turn down that nutrition noise. That's all your family and friends telling you what to do, who to be, what to eat, all this kind of stuff, and turning up your own volume of where you want to be, what your goals are, and your own body wisdom. So you turn that up and you drown out the other noise and you focus in on what you want. The third tip is change up your morning routine. So instead of going into the bathroom or wherever your scale is and getting on a scale and looking down and letting that number decide what your day is going to be like, don't even do it. Just don't even weigh yourself. Put in another positive habit. You could go for a nice walk in the morning. You could go to the mirror and say something positive about yourself or your body for that day, and focus on that for the rest of the day, those positive things that you're doing instead of what the number says on the scale. The fourth tip is to change your goal completely, your whole mindset, as far as if it's totally focused on the number and the weight and to get down to a specific number, just flip it to more of a health goal. And so instead of constantly being in that space where you're saying, oh, I'm not enough, or I didn't do this enough, or I did too much of this, and now I'm dealing with this number, just don't deal with that, the weight, deal with the health, and think about all the things that you're going to be doing, all those things that you're gaining as far as tools and tips and things that you're putting in your life to create more health, and that you're moving towards a goal, which is health. And tip number 5, I love this one, I do this every single day, is writing down, having a gratitude journal. A lot of people carry around diet journals or diet diaries, and they write down their calories for every little thing, or they write down what food they're eating, or what food they're not eating, or what they're drinking, what they're not drinking. But instead, carrying around something that I call a gratitude journal. So I keep this little journal in my purse, and I just write little things down throughout the day that make me happy. So it could just be that I decided to take the stairs instead of the elevator, or I'm just grateful that I can walk. And I write these little things down, or that I really enjoyed an amazing smoothie, or whatever it is. But you're focusing on all the positive things that you're bringing into your life that you're doing on an everyday basis, instead of the loss, all the things that you may be taking away, or the things that you're writing down that are kind of taking away from, making the holidays fun, making your life fun. And so focusing on the positive and giving thanks for what you do have, because that's going to start building more of an abundance and more of this mindset that you're gaining instead of losing. And tip number 6 is to choose a Fab Mantra. So Fab stands for food, attitude, and body. And you want to choose something that you're going to focus on throughout the day that's going to be positive. So for me, something that I say every day is I choose foods and positive thoughts that nourish me throughout the day. So that way I'm focused on those two things, choosing foods, choosing thoughts that are going to be positive, that are going to nourish me, and inevitably I'm going to be making choices and decisions that are going to serve me and create abundance instead of take away from me. So you can totally take that one, or you can feel free to make one up on your own. And I would definitely encourage you to have a Fab Mantra that you are bringing with you throughout the whole day and the rest of the holiday. So Linda, that is my A to your Q, and in no time you are going to be having gobs of nourishment, fulfillment, and satisfaction when you implement these on a daily basis. So you'll be creating health and abundance instead of scarcity and loss. So now I want to hear from you. How do you create health and abundance in your life and get out of that weight loss mentality? Leave your comments below, and specifically, I want to know which one of these tips in this episode that you've taken and put into action, what works for you. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe to our channel and tell your friends. As always, the best discussion happens after the show, so go there now and leave a comment. And if you want even more great resources and tips that I only give out in my weekly email updates, get your buns on over to mykitchendrink.com and sign up for updates. I'll see you next week on ETV.